quarterbacks out there, 16.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hewitt, Trussville, Alabama. That's the site for tonight's action. Vestavia Rebels travel to take on the 5-2 Huskies here in Hewitt, Trussville. Hewitt wearing the home black with appears to be some pink on it in honor of breast cancer awareness. It is October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Vestavia in the road, all whites, red helmets. So we're waiting for both teams to make their way on the field here.
Yeah, it's senior night here at Hewitt Trussville, and they just had a line of kids with their parents being introduced. So they should be fired up to play tonight.
Yeah, pretty much every single organization had a senior out there. Took them a little bit to honor, but good to see here in Hewitt. We saw that seniors were honorary captains for the Huskies. For Vestavia, a couple of new captains, Trace Saunders, Glenn Porter, and Houston Owen out there for the Rebels. They were alongside starting quarterback Mitchell Towns, who's been a captain every single game. A little interesting to see two juniors as captains. I don't think I've ever seen Vestavia have juniors as captains.
That's a good sign, though. We got a new group ready to step up and provide leadership. And, you know, that's one thing that I've been real proud of this team. They haven't done great in the W column, but this team has not quit the entire year, and they've improved every single game, and that's what you want to see.
Yeah, very true. A very bright future for Vestavia as we see both teams making their way onto the field now. You know, we saw it last week against Thompson, a 49-7 loss. Not what you really want to see score-wise, but the backups were in there late in the game, and we saw them constantly fighting and really picking up decent yardage against a good Thompson team. So the future does look bright for Vestavia. Of course, we're worried about the present right now, and they're looking to get a win tonight. Hewitt coming off a 34-10 loss to Hoover, disappointing loss after a 60-19 homecoming victory over Huffman. So both teams trying to get into the win column again, coming off losses.
Yeah, this Hewitt Trussville team was 22-2 to coming into the season. So only losing 2 games in the playoffs.
A very good team the past 2 years. They're coached by Josh Floyd. You know, fun fact about him, he played quarterback under Gus Malzahn in high school in Arkansas. So interesting to see, you know, some of those same kind of tactics that Gus had success with in the high school game. Of course, coached high school for years before moving on to the college level. Now he's at the University of Central Florida.
Well, we're going to see a hurry-up, no huddle. We're going to see options, read options from the quarterback. Very much what you would have seen in an Auburn game the last 7 years.
Definitely a trademark of Gus Malzahn, that hurry-up, quick offense. And, you know, we'll see if Vestavia tries to do that again. The last couple of games we've seen them try to slow down the clock, take control of the game. We got number 17, I believe, John Martin Richter, kicking off, a new kickoff specialist for Vestavia as he boots it away. A little squib, not great kick, but it will be fielded. Takes it out across the 10 to the 15, down across the 20, and gets tripped up on his own feet. The Hewitt Trussville player does at the 23-yard line, and that's where their offense will take over.
That was Connor Thomas for Hewitt Trussville with the return, and I believe it was number 30, Davis Stewart, with a stop.
See Hewitt come out onto the field, and I believe backup quarterback is in.
It's hard to see these pink numbers.
Yeah, they blend in well, and it is backup quarterback number 7, Peyton Floyd. And he'll open up with a screen side, right side of the field. He'll get across the 25 to the 30, breaks the tackle down the sideline. He'll step out at the 34-yard line. was number 82 for Hewitt.
That was an interesting play because if you look at Floyd's stats for the year, they've been heavily on the run. He hasn't thrown more than about 4 times.
He's going to roll out this time. Looks to throw again. He's got another man, but he's met immediately by Jackson Ayers. It was number
17, Ryan Shoup is who caught the ball.
Gain of 3 yards on the play for Hewitt as they continue to get to the line of scrimmage fast, just as we expected. Starting quarterback Cade Ott Currith is out. As we mentioned earlier, he's got a couple offers to go play somewhere, so huge impact for Hewitt. Now he's going to run the ball, Peyton Floyd, as he gets across the 40 to the 45 before being thrown down by number 33, Trey Saunders.
Yeah, we had a John Ross Ashley was in on that one, and a couple other Vestavia. They're really moving to the ball.
It's good enough for a first down now. Hewitt, Peyton Floyd, empty backfield. He hits screen pass across the 50. The receiver goes to the 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. He won't be touched, and that'll be a Hewitt Trussville touchdown.
That was 44, Matt Miller, who's listed as a tight end.
He just came out on a little bubble screen out to the outside. Nobody picked him up for Vestavia, and he ran 45 yards untouched for the touchdown.
So we're making the young quarterback Floyd look pretty good so far.
He's not throwing the ball far. He's just little screen passes we've seen, but
I don't think he's had an incompletion.
No, he hasn't. He's looking good so far. Now snap, hold, and the extra point is up. The extra point is good. Hewitt will take a 7-0 lead on the opening drive of the first quarter.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for the kickoff here. Hewitt takes an early 7-0 lead behind backup quarterback Peyton Floyd. Making them look good early, the Vestavia defense is. Now looking to receive the kick. It's Cole Turner and Keon Richardson deep for the Rebels.
We're going to see what kind of leg this kid has.
And it's a pretty good kick, fielded by Cole Turner at the 8. He takes it across the 20 to the 25, and it's finally dragged down about the 28-yard line. You know, we've seen Cole Turner break some free this year. Seen some teams not even want to kick to him. He's that explosive of a returner. 28-yard return there, pretty good.
He's done really well on punts this year. Taken several to the house. One of them got called back. But he's a threat every time he touches the ball.
A very athletic football player, Cole Turner, is much like his brother Nolan Turner, who plays free safety for the Clemson Tigers. Not a great year for Clemson, but Nolan's had plenty of success for them the past couple years. Mitchelltown's now in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, and he looks to throw. It's a screen pass, right side. Number 10, Aiden Black, he gets across the 30 to the 32-yard line.
And he was hit by Braylon Chapman. So Vestavia comes out throwing the ball, and they got that working pretty good against Thompson at times.
They did. You know, that was the lone touchdown was a touchdown pass, a little out route to Max Stewart, and it was a throw to Cole Turner that set that up too here, play action pass, and that's a pass caught by Max Stewart. He gets across for the first down to the 45-yard line.
Dawson Blunt with the tackle.
And Vestavia getting things going quickly. You know, we've seen them a couple times this year slow the clock down, but they're really matching Hewitt's speed here, moving quickly to the line, getting the play call in, and snapping the football.
Vestavia's got 3 wide receivers out.
Towns is in the shotgun. He's got Tucker Smith to his right. He's going to take the snap and roll right. He's going to run behind Tucker Smith. He gets across the 50, gets hit forward to about the 47-yard line.
That was a great block by Smith. He literally drove his man up 3 yards, and Towns just kind of rode him like a pony.
It makes it so much easier to run the football when you got someone like that blocking ahead of you. He said, Mitchell, follow me. I'll give you a big old gap, and we'll get some yards here.
So we've got 2nd and short, and that opens the playbook to anything you want to do.
Yeah, it's Jack Davis into the tailback spot. He's to the left of Towns, who's in the shotgun. Towns takes the snap. He's going to hand it to Jack Davis. Jack Davis across the 45. Should be good enough for the first down. And they will move the chains forward now. Going to say it is going to be 1st and 10 from the – well, are they going to move first? Now they do move the chains.
They're moving the chains. Hewitt's got some big boys on the defensive line.
Yeah, they're led by number 1, Justice Finkley, 4-star commit. He's committed to the University of Texas. And Finkley, I mean, he's 4-star, number 6 player in the state, very talented. He leads the way for this Hewitt defense. Towns again looks to throw, that time to number 8, Keon Richardson, who gets across the 40 to about the 38-yard line.
They had Cooper Mollison, number 11, in, and that's a new twist that I heard tonight. He was going to get a lot more playing time.
Yeah, Cooper Mollison, just a sophomore, but we've seen him come in a couple times, you know, a couple different formations for the Rebels, but a very good football player he is, and finally earning some playing time tonight. It's now 2nd and short. Towns, he's in the shotgun. We're going to see him there most of tonight. Play action pass. He looks to throw over the middle.
Great
it's
throw.
Warren Ainsworth,
Great
number
throw.
88, to the 5, and he gets dragged down just before the goal line. Great throw by Mitchell Towns there. It sets up 1st and goal.
Number 10, Hunter Jones, dragged him down, but I thought he was gone, Mims. I thought he was in.
I mean, just a couple steps more, and he was there. Like I said, it was number 88, Warren Ainsworth. Towns taking no time to get to the line, and he's going to hand the ball off to Tucker Smith, who plows forward but won't get into the end zone. He'll be stuffed just short. They'll bring up 2nd and goal here.
Yeah, he ran into a black wall.
He did. They closed every single gap. You know, a very talented offensive line Vestavia has.
I think he even lost half a yard on that one.
He may have, and Vestavia now going to slow things down a little bit more, get a play call in, get set.
John Paul Head in the game, which typically means a run, wildcat type.
I think we've only seen him attempt one pass in a major time game. Yeah, maybe 1 or 2, but he's in now. He's got Smith to his left, now shifts over to the right.
They've got a power formation in over there to the right.
Yeah, led by Trey Saunders. And
fumble.
the fumble on the play. Hewitt says they have it, and I think they do. Fumble by number 13, John Paul Head. Confusion on the handoff.
Number 9, Jamarin White brings up the football. Mims, he never had it.
No, there was too much confusion on that play. No one understood who was supposed to have the football.
It started out with a bad snap.
It did.
And then he tried to hand it off and pull it back. And when he did, it deflected off the player, comes out of his hands, and it's just disaster in the worst place possible.
Coach Sean Calhoun from Vestavia made his way 10 yards onto the field trying to argue something that it maybe wasn't a fumble. I don't know what he saw in there to make him want to argue something. I mean, I saw a pretty clean fumble, but the refs will stand with their call, and Hewitt.
I wonder if he was trying to argue that was a forward pass.
Maybe, but
good try.
It's a great try. Can't blame a guy for trying, but I don't think he was trying to throw the ball here. Peyton Floyd onto the field, and he'll take the snap and hand it off. It's number 3, Amari Kelly. No, it's number 2. Excuse me.
Number 2 is James Hammonds.
And Hammonds will get forward for about 5 yards to the 10-yard line. Get Hewitt a little bit more breathing room. You can open things up a little bit more now. Floyd going to hand it off again. This time he gets across the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. No one in sight. Hammond down the sideline, and Hewitt will go up by 2 touchdowns.
And that was just a complete breakdown.
I mean, just another play where no one took him out of the backfield. No one covered him, and he went untouched 90 yards to the end zone.
I don't know what our linebackers read on that one, but they did not read the correct one.
Someone's got to get out over there. Peyton Floyd, a quarterback who likes to run the football, but you got to jump out. Someone's got to cover the running back there. You can't let a guy go 90 yards untouched. You just can't expect to win football games like that.
No, and what a momentum swing. We went from we're about to tie the game to 14-0 coming up in just a second after the extra point.
Hewitt going to line up, maybe look for a fake, but they come back now, get ready to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. Hewitt takes the lead, 14-0 here in the first quarter.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 14-0 is our score here in Hewitt, Trussville. The Huskies on top right now. Vestavia, though, took the ball, 72 yards down the field. They were right on the goal line, a fumble, then taken Hewitt 90-yard untouched run by James Hammonds. A huge momentum shift, but, Mitchell Towns there was on the sidelines when the mistake happened, so you hope that he doesn't have anything in his head and he can lead his troops back out there, get them focused, and get them down the field again.
So we're going to see who they kick off to. They kicked straight to Cole last time.
Here's the kick. And it's heading right for Cole again. Well, no, it's going to go out of bounds, and the flag will come out with it.
That's actually not a bad move on their part. Keep it out of his hands.
Cole, we've seen him break some free, but, Keon, he's a good return man of his own. He's got a lot of athletic ability. He could break one free with the right block, so kick it out of bounds. No one gets a shot.
So Vestavia's about to come out on offense, and they've been running primarily three receiver sets, but they have been putting in, a tight end who shifts, and they ran in Mollison for the one play. So they're being creative in the passing game and trying to move the ball in the air.
Yeah, they are. We've seen a couple different looks from Vestavia. Whistle now.
We got a player coming off for Thompson. Usually that means some kind of equipment failure, and the ref sends them off.
I think they're saying his pads were above his knees, too high up, something like that. But Towns now ready to go. He's in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, and he's looking to throw again. He's got Cole Turner. No, he dropped it. Incomplete.
Rare miss by Turner.
Very rare miss. A pass a little high, but still hit him in the hands. That's a pass that if you're a receiver, you got to come down with, especially with as much room as he had there.
Towns is looking as comfortable in the pocket right now as I've seen him all year. I'm seeing composure. I'm seeing some touch. I'm liking the progression.
He kind of reminds me of Braden Glenn last year. Didn't have the best start to the season, but as it went on, he calmed down and really stepped up into be a good quarterback. So he's going to hand it off to Tucker Smith now, who breaks a tackle in the backfield. He'll get out to about the 36-yard line, and that'll be only a pickup of 1, 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Rebels.
So Vestavia's going to be looking to throw here. They bring in an extra receiver. It looks like we're going to have 3 receivers, a tight end, Smith in the backfield.
Look for that tight end. Warren Ainsworth broke one free on a big pass play that set up the goal line stance for the Rebels. See if he can't do it again here.
Looks like Hewitt's coming. They got 4 guys all lined up. And
there's a flag on the play.
I wonder if the Hewitt Trussville coach said something to him, because
He's looking towards the Hewitt sideline like that did happen. We're waiting to see the call.
And the coach is still looking to see what the deal is.
They called on Vestavia. I think he meant to signal towards Thompson, or Hewitt, excuse me. Thompson was last week, and that's what he will correct himself and say.
Let's see how many yards there.
It's unsportsmanlike, should be 15 and an automatic first down.
That coach just shot himself in the foot.
It really is stupid error, and really sends the wrong message to your players there, too.
Well, and the ball crosses the field because they've now marked it on the 49-yard line.
You get a free first down on a 3rd and 9. You get forward across the 50-yard line. Huge mistake by the head coach at Hewitt. This red and black is throwing me off 2 weeks in a row.
The tease. It's the tease.
Towns now in shotgun. He's got Smith to his left.
Same formation.
He's going to drop back looking to throw. He'll step up. He's going to have to take off running. He'll get forward to the 45 and gets dragged out of bounds. And there goes the flag. A late hit, maybe horse collar. Something's going to add on to that run.
So that was number 10, Hunter Jones. And I think you're right, Mims. I think he pulled him down from behind him. We might see a horse collar. If not, it's going to be a late hit out of bounds.
Not a bad run by Mitchell Towns either. You know, he had 7 before he was brought out of bounds. And they will call the horse collar against Hewitt Trussville. And again, a free first down gifted to the Rebels, who's got to take advantage of these two. That's 30 yards of penalties in a row.
So that puts the ball on the 32. So it's 1st and 10, and the Rebels looking to score.
See the same formation. You got Cole Turner, Keon Richardson to the bottom of your screen, Max Stewart to the top. You got a tight end in there, and Tucker Smith right next to Towns, who's in the shotgun. I'll get the chain set. They moved him forward now to 27. 5 more yards. Sure, we'll take it.
Vestavia's sticking with about the same formation.
You've seen just about every play run from this so far tonight. And Towns going to take it. He drops back. Now he's forced out to his left, rolling. And he looks to throw through Cole Turner just a little too high. And that pass will fall incomplete.
He looked really good. He got too much air on that ball. I think his release was a little early, and that sent it high.
Yeah, that's a tough throw to make as a left-hander, rolling out to the left and then have to fit it in that window. Just a little high there. Be 2nd and 10 upcoming.
You got to watch your feet. You got to line those up because where your feet are, the ball goes.
It's always hard to line your feet up there when you're running too, but we'll see what he can do here. 2nd and 10, same formation we've seen. Play action pass. Towns looking to throw. He looks to the end zone. Cole Turner, did he catch it? Yes, he did. Touchdown, Rebels. What a throw. What a catch. Mitchell Towns to Cole Turner. They cut the lead in half.
And thank you, Hewitt Trussville. Josh Floyd is the MVP of that drive. Bailed us out of a 3rd and 9.
30 yards of penalty by Hewitt on that play, gifted to Vestavia, and it results in a touchdown now. Number 27, Jack Brewer, on to attempt the point after. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Hewitt leads it 14-7 first quarter here in Hewitt Trussville.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we get ready to kick the ball away. Vestavia just took the ball down the field. Huge thanks to Josh Floyd and Hunter Jones on that one from Hewitt. Gave it a 30-yard 30 yards in penalties, but Vestavia able to take advantage. Mitchell Towns to Cole Turner was the final play that resulted in the touchdown, and Mitchell Towns looking comfortable on this drive.
Well, you know who's looking good is our offensive line.
That's
a big D line, and they're really holding them in check on the line of scrimmage. That's making the difference.
Last week, too, facing 2 5-star defensive linemen last week in Thompson, didn't allow a sack. But this offensive line, got 2 guys that have offers to go places. Hill Stokes to Birmingham Southern and Huntington, and Hoke Smith offered by FIU. But really, the offensive line holds their own. Doesn't have the big stars like some of these other offensive line we've seen, but they hold their own for sure. And Hewitt takes it now across the 20, where they'll get met by a host of Rebels at the 22-yard line.
And that was number 15, Jordan McCants, with the return. And it looks like Jackson Ayers with the hit.
It was Jackson Ayers, Houston Owen, John Martin Richter. Team effort there by Vestavia.
And you're right. You said it right. Team effort. There's rarely a tackle tonight that you don't see multiple white jerseys.
Hewitt now makes their way onto the field. Of course, last time they were out here, James Hammonds ran at 90 yards untouched for the touchdown. But it's an empty backfield now for Peyton Floyd. He's going to look to throw. He's got number 2, Hammonds, at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, Hammonds is the running back, so they put him out in the slot.
Will be just short of the first down line, so 2nd and short upcoming. They move Hammonds back to the backfield, where Floyd will hand it off, and Hammonds plows forward for the first down and then gets taken down right about the 33-yard line.
And that was Andrew Sykes, Max Neroth, and there was one more in there. It might have been Houston Owen, but there was just a host of white jerseys.
Floyd again in the shotgun. He's got Hammonds to his left. He takes it. Now he's going to roll to his left and gets hit while he throws, overthrows his receiver, incomplete.
I hope he throws a lot like that tonight.
I would like that to see an opposing quarterback throw like that.
That is a safety dream right there. He did not hardly even look. He just threw it downfield with a prayer.
Peyton Floyd, I believe he's son of head coach Josh Floyd. Same last name there.
Well, when I was telling you, I looked at the stats this past week. He doesn't have a lot of passing attempts before tonight. In fact, I would say tonight he's already tripled what he's done on the year. Now, he's got a lot of runs. He's probably like the team's 3rd, has the most rushing yards, probably 3rd on the team.
Again, the officials noting on the knee pads, got to cover the knees. That's what's slowing things down right now. And yet, he kind of reminds me of John Paul Head for Vestavia. Runs the ball a lot, brings in for running situation, but not the normal starting quarterback.
There he goes.
So he's going to run right side here. He gets across the 35 to the 40, where he's taken down by Jamar Wilkinson.
That's going to be short.
And Jackson Ayers. He'll be just short of the first down. About 2nd and 2.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, excuse me. We'll see what the Huskies have here. Floyd in the shotgun. Tries to draw Vestavia off sides, and they do. Flag comes in a little late.
I don't know that was a fair flag, to be honest with you.
It seemed to come after Hewitt.
I don't think
coaching staff was asking for it, but
I don't think he got in the neutral zone, but,
He definitely jumped somewhere, but I thought he started back a little bit further, so he didn't quite get to that neutral zone. I believe it was number 99, Blake Jeffers there, who got the penalty for Vestavia, and that'll be a free first down for Hewitt now, 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line.
That was an effort penalty. I can take those.
It was. As Floyd rolls to his left now, looking downfield. He throws. He's got a man. Got it at the 10-yard line. He'll be taken down. It was number 82, I believe.
And he's not on the roster.
He's not. I wonder if it's a number change for this year. Maybe brought a kid up or something.
Well, they've got these pink numbers, so it might have been a kid that they didn't have his other number.
It'll set up 1st and goal from the 9. Floyd going to hand it off right side, and he gets wrapped up and taken down at the 8-yard line. It's number
21, who's
21.
the backup running back, Gabriel Wright.
First carry for him tonight. 2nd and goal now from the 7-yard line. Floyd getting the play call in from the sideline. He's now barking it to his players.
Hammonds is back in.
And Floyd's going to run it right side. He's got his offensive line in front of him, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Josh Floyd. Excuse me, Peyton Floyd, Josh, his father. And that'll be 20-7. Hewitt leads it, extra point pending. And yet another touchdown where the ball carrier goes untouched into the end zone.
Yeah, he could have strolled through there in a wheelchair.
I mean, you could have just about driven a truck through the hole his offensive line gave him. Snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is good. 21-7, our score here in the first quarter.
Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
We welcome you back now. Hewitt just took the 21-7 lead over Vestavia, led by Peyton Floyd. He rushed it in there, the final 7 yards for the touchdown. We get ready to kick it off.
The true stars of this game are the two offensive line units. That both units are doing a fantastic job. But Vestavia has got to find a way to fight off blocks and get a hand on these ball carriers.
Yeah, Vestavia, we were just seeing it too many times. This offensive line provided such a hole that a ball carrier goes untouched. And, you know, you said it, both offensive lines playing great so far. You know, Vestavia getting Towns plenty of time to throw. That touchdown kicks away, and it'll be fielded by Cole Turner at about the 1-yard line. He takes it out across the 10, gets tripped up, and he'll land at the 21-yard line.
That was a good return. If he had just kept his feet there, he was good for another 10 to 15, I think.
He had plenty of green in front of him. Hewitt able just to get a fingertip there, just enough to trip up Cole Turner. See the offense making their way back onto the field. We've seen them pretty much stay in the same formation about, a little bit different here.
Well, we got 4 wide receivers in right now, so the tight end is out.
We've seen the tight end most of the game, but 4 wide here. Towns looking to throw, and pocket kind of collapses. He steps up and maybe gains half a yard.
Well, that was a good effort to make what he did.
It did. You know, never had a pocket really on that play. Immediately collapsing around him, and he just had to step up and take what he could get. Cooper Mollison, the sophomore wide receiver, checking in. Vestavia getting significant playing time so far this game. Really the first time in his high school career. Towns going to send Smith out wide. He takes the snap, and he looks right side. It's Cooper Mollison across the 25. Cooper Mollison to the 30, 35.
Look at him go. Look
Cooper
at him
Mollison
go.
across the 45 to the 40, taken down finally at the 35-yard line. And what a play by the sophomore wide receiver, Cooper Mollison.
We see why the young sophomore's in there now.
He has definitely earned his way up there and showing off why he's playing at the varsity level right now. Vestavia hurries to the line of scrimmage, subs in quickly.
They replaced him with our big tight end.
Yeah, Warren Ainsworth, number 88, checks into the game. Towns takes the snap. He looks over the middle. And Cole Turner, another dropped pass. Very uncharacteristic of Cole Turner tonight.
Oh, that was a well-designed play, well executed by Towns.
I don't think I've ever seen Cole Turner drop 2 passes like he has tonight.
I haven't. Not that we're catchable.
No. Both that hit him right square in the hands. Number 36, Charlie Ingram, checks into the game. He's going to line up as a tight end. Warren Ainsworth also in the game, so a little bit of a heavy set for Vestavia. Only 2 wide receivers.
Yeah, this is an unusual formation.
Towns takes a snap, play action pass, pump fakes. Now he's having to roll out and run, throws it over Cole Turner. I believe he was just throwing that ball away.
I don't think there's any doubt on that one.
Again, another time is right when we start talking good about the offensive line. We've had 2 on this drive where the pocket collapses immediately.
Yeah, he actually was throwing that to Max Stewart. Number 82.
We see both tight ends making their way off the field for a 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Rebels. Still on the 34-yard line.
Aiden Black in the game.
Towns looks back over to the sideline, get the audible in. Right now it's trips to the top of your screen. Aiden Black, Cole Turner, Max Stewart, and Keon Richardson, the lone receiver, to the bottom of your screen. Vestavia now going to take a timeout. They want to talk things over before this 3rd and 10 upcoming.
Honestly, Mims, we've got 2 downs to get this. Because our kicking hasn't been incredible,
Very, very true statement. Yeah, we saw last week against Thompson go for it on a couple 4th downs, and I'd expect this to be 4th down territory.
And I don't see a punt doing us much good.
Not from this field position.
Maybe 10 yards?
Maybe.
So, I mean, this is it's me, my opinion. I'm saying 4 down territory.
I 100% agree, unless somehow one of these kickers has just been showing him something in practice that we can't see. But from what we've seen from them so far this season, I think you have to expect 4 down territory. And that definitely, impacts your play calling here on a 3rd and 10, knowing you don't have to pick up all 10 in one play.
I think so. And, we know this. Does the defense know that?
It'll be a big teller, see if they've done their homework.
It could be an opportunity to do a handoff.
Right. A Hewitt Trussville team that I believe is well coached. 22-2 the past 2 seasons. So we'll see, have they done their homework on this, and we'll see how they line up against this offense.
I can tell you 100%. Coach Anderson gives it to the fullback.
I would agree. But we got a new head coach, so we'll see.
And we would make
what
9
he
yards.
would do.
We would make 9 yards.
It'll be, again, a 4-wide set. Tucker Smith to the left of Towns. Towns, bad snap, takes it. He's immediately having to roll out, and that's a face mask brought down. There comes the flag.
Thank you, Hewitt Trussville.
Another gifted opportunity from Hewitt. Towns was brought down back at the 45. A low snap there by Hill Stokes. Towns was lost from the beginning, and personal foul face mask is what the man in the white hat will signal. So we'll have to see, is a face mask the spot of the foul? Because if so,
I think he's walking back to the line of scrimmage. And
okay.
Then he's going to walk the 15. No, they kept it as a spot foul.
So
I thought it was an automatic first, though.
Stays 3rd down on the chain crew.
If it is, and they didn't do it, Coach needs to call a timeout and pull the officials over and correct that.
Still says 3rd down here, and I guess that's what we're going to go with. Townsend the shotgun from the 31 now. He's going to hand it off to the tailback, Jack Davis, who plows forward across the 25-yard line, and that should be enough for a 1st down. He's right at the number to gain.
I think he's going to be a little shy, honestly. And they're kind of marking it 4th and about a little over a yard. But we're in 4 down territory.
100%. It'd be interesting to see which tailback gets it. Jack Davis still on the field right now. We've seen him have some troubles fumbling the football early on the season. Moved over to linebacker for a little bit. But he stays in the game. He's going to be lined up to the left of Towns. Warren Ainsworth in at tight end.
He looked good on that last run.
Towns, another low snap, but hands it off to Jack Davis, and
he's got it. He's got it.
We'll have to see where the marking is. He was right there. I think he got it, but Hewitt trying to say they stopped him short.
I didn't like that spot.
Not a great spot at all. I thought he was well in front of that, but they will mark him short, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
That was a gift because he was at least a yard further.
I thought he was, but they will give it to Hewitt. 1st and 10 now from the 24-yard line.
That was a disappointment.
Have to be disappointed. You know, right there, 4th and about 1, just not able to get it across. We see a Wildcat now in for Hewitt. Floyd comes in motion and fumbles the snap, but he's going to take off running now right side. Jackson Ayers tries to tackle him. He breaks it across the 40, out of bounds at the 44-yard line.
And that's that 82 who we don't have on our roster.
I wonder if it's Jacob Sanders or Terrell Seals, who are normally 81 and 83, just don't have that number in these pink number jerseys. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Hewitt leads it right now 21-7, and they're driving down the field.
Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Ready to start the second quarter here in a second. Hewitt Trussville got the ball 1st and 10 right now at the 44-yard line. They just got across by a Wildcat run. Good enough for the first down. Vestavia went for it on 4th down. 4th and 1, not able to get it across a spot that I wasn't in love with, but what you have to deal with when you're playing football. And Hewitt was able to take over. Peyton Floyd's going to be in the shotgun, trips to the bottom. He's going to hand it off right side to the tailback, who gets across the 45 to about the 47.
It's Hammond's number 2, and Sykes with the main hit on that one had a couple of assists.
We've seen Hammonds really be the main guy for Hewitt right now. 4 rushes, 100 yards.
There's really nobody else on their roster that has any meaningful rushing stats.
Floyd's going to look right side screen, and he gets across the 50 to the 45. Missed opportunity there by number 17, John Mark Richter, who was there on another guy on the screen, just kind of missed him on the tackle.
And that's number 44, Matt Miller, who's listed as a tight end.
We've seen him, I believe, have the touchdown catch earlier.
Did.
Now Hammond's going to run it up the middle, across the 40 to the 35, finally taken down by John Martin Richter.
He had 2 great cuts on that one.
Great vision by him too. You know, see that hole, take it up, and like you said, 2 great cuts there.
He glides vertically very well.
He does. He moves the ball very, very effortlessly. It's at the 32 now, and an early snap. Hewitt tries to say Vestavia jump, but false start is what the official is signaling.
Well, the golden rule is it's never your fault.
Right.
Always point the other way.
Always point the other way and hope the official agrees with you.
It's like in basketball, I never actually committed a foul. Ever.
Never. No. I'm with you. I don't think I've been called for them, but I never actually committed them. That'll back them up 5 yards now, 1st and 15. Floyd looking to throw. It's a screen pass again to that tight end. He breaks a tackle and then gets taken down by Houston Owen at the 24-yard line.
So that, again, Matt Miller, number 44 for Hewitt Trussville.
He's having himself a game so far. 2nd and short for the Huskies. Floyd's going to run
on that one.
Left side, and Will Cox going to force him out of bounds, I believe, for no game, maybe even lost a yard.
Yeah, they're moving the stick back about half a yard.
Good play there by the junior
It's going to be
defensive
3rd
back.
and 3 on this one.
3rd and short. Also wonder here if you're Hewitt, is it 4-down territory? You know, don't know really what their kicker's like other than he's 3 for 3 on extra points.
Well, I don't see them throwing with this young quarterback with just 3 yards, and they've opened some massive holes. So Vestavia needs to stack that box and get off blocks.
I agree. I'd expect something, probably a read option, something here. Got a mobile quarterback, give two options.
They're coming.
And he hands the football off, and
great defensive
great play
call.
there. I believe it was Houston Owens with the tackle.
No, it's John Martin Richter, number 17.
And James Hammond's going to lose another 2 yards there, I believe.
Great defensive call by the coaches.
I think
they called the blitz and they sent them.
I think they heard us talking about bringing the blitz and they decided to bring it. They're going to go for it here on 4th down, though. Young quarterback in the game.
They're just trying to draw them off.
I think so. Not even going to try to.
It's 10 seconds left.
Take a play.
Yeah. They call a timeout.
And Hewitt takes a timeout here in the second quarter.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready for game action out of that timeout. It'll be about 4th and 5 for Hewitt from the 27-yard line. And looks like the offense coming back out on the field possibly. It will be the offense. Tried to draw Vestavia off sides there and then took a timeout. Normally you expect to see the field goal team come out, but Peyton Floyd in the backfield, he's going to take the snap, roll to his right.
Get him!
Trey Saunders brought him down. Big loss. Oh, but a flag comes in late.
For what?
I think they're going to say face mask, but
Yeah,
he tackled him from behind.
Well, that's a spot foul, so that doesn't necessarily mean a first down.
A face mask is the official call. It was number 33, Trey Saunders.
We're basically back. We're redoing the down. That's what's happening.
Pretty much. He was 15 yards back there. I think they gave him half a yard or so.
Half a yard.
But essentially we're going to see a replay down here.
Well, I'll tell you this. They're not going to run that play again.
No. That was – Trey Saunders read that like a book, and he was back there.
Kind of what he was doing was a naked bootleg on curl around to try to hit on the right side, and it just didn't work.
4th and 4.
Oh,
and again,
got him!
Got hit as he throw. Incomplete pass. Turnover on down. He was hit by number 18, Houston Owen. Big play for the Rebel defense, and they'll gift it right back over their offense.
And that's what I've been talking about. This team has not quit no matter what.
Right.
And they not on any play, at any time, at any position. And that's one of the things I have a great respect, not only for this team, but for the coaching staff as well.
And you talk about, Houston Owens there making the tackle, but Houston Owens, John Mark Richter, Will Cox, 3 guys who have a huge impact on this defense, all juniors in that kind of linebacker hybrid safety position. As Towns is going to hand it off. It's Tucker Smith across the 30 to the 35-yard line. Be 2nd and 1 upcoming.
And you can kind of feel momentum shift right now. I mean, it's in the air.
Right. You saw the sideline there for Vestavia. A flag comes in late.
I think so. Hewitt player was mouthing off.
I think you're right. Vestavia clapping like it's going to be against Hewitt.
I will say this. Hewitt and Vestavia do not have the greatest history with anger management.
That is true. We've had a couple instances in years past dealing with that.
It's gotten better, but at the height, it was pretty bad.
Not a game that a lot of people consider a rivalry, but definitely a region game, and there isn't a whole lot of good blood between these two teams. It is an unsportsmanlike conduct against the Hewitt Trussville defensive lineman, I believe, is who they're going to call it on. And that's 15 yards. Going to move it up to about the 50. And that's 45 yards of unsportsmanlike conducts against Hewitt in this game so far. We're just barely into the second quarter. 1st and 10 now. Towns in the shotgun, 2 receivers on either side. Tucker Smith, the tailback, to his left. He takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, and underthrows it. It's intercepted.
Yeah, that was number 6 for
One out.
Hewitt.
Refs are talking about it, and they will say interception.
Yeah.
Very underthrown ball by Mitchell Towns.
He was hit while he was throwing it, and that took some off the ball, took just enough to direct it away. So not 100% Towns' fault on that one.
No, and the refs all coming together, and they're going to say incomplete pass now. Overruled by the head official. You know, we saw all the Vestavia receivers in the area and Coach Calhoun, who was right there, signaling that it was down, and they will rule incomplete. Hewitt's going to take a timeout. Head coach Josh Floyd wants an explanation.
Is it me, or do the refs seem to be paying way too much attention to the sidelines in this game?
I 100% agree. We've seen way too many calls where it's something a coach says, and then all of a sudden the call gets changed.
And that's happened on
both sides. Yeah, 100%. And that's when you wonder if it's on the other side of the field. You know, that's right in front of the Vestavia sideline. If it's over here on Hewitt's side of the field, does the call get changed? Does the head ref walk over and say, no, that was incomplete?
These guys are doing 7A. You know, this isn't middle school.
Right. This is big boy football. This is 7A Region 6.
I mean, there's guys that are going to be playing the SEC on the field.
I mean, yeah, you're talking about right now 2 for Hewitt that are Amari Kelly committed to Auburn and Justice Finkley committed to Texas, both 4-stars, top 10 in the state. I mean, these are some big-time players and some big-time football we're playing.
So Vestavia going with a 4 wide receiver set. And this is the first year in history that we've had that, by the way.
First year, too, we've seen almost every single snap taken in the shotgun.
We did line up under center and run some I formation last week, and I got overly excited, more excited than I should have.
It worked out for him there at the goal line, but Towns now going to be in the shotgun. And he'll take the snap. He's going to hand it off to Tucker Smith up the middle. Smith forward for about 3-4 yards before being taken down by about 3 or 4 Hewitt Trussville Huskies.
So we're looking about 3rd and 8, or 3rd and 7.5.
This is another one. I wonder if it's 4-down territory again.
Ooh, I don't know. It's
you
going
know,
to be a very short field.
Right.
I think if you're closer to the 40, yes.
I think maybe depending on what we get here, you see what goes through Coach Calhoun's mind on whether he wants to go for it or not. But 3rd and 8 right now. Towns drops back, having to step up.
Run it, Towns.
And he runs to his left. Now he's going to take off running.
Oh.
And gets tackled at about the 42. So 2 yards short.
Hard.
He did a great tackle there from Hewitt.
Number 17, Ryan Shoup.
And 4th and 2, offense on the field right now. Yeah, this is also one, we haven't seen it yet, but I almost wonder if we don't see it. Mitchell Towns, who's starting quarterback and the starting punter, maybe tries to draw him off sides and then a little pooch punt. But I like the call to go for it here.
No, I like it too. That's what I was telling you, Mims. The closer we are to the 40, the more I would take the risk. And we're just 2 yards away.
4th and 2, heavy set in. Towns going to throw it, though. He gets hit as he
throws.
But Cole Turner gets the first down right across to the 39-yard line, just what he needed. And a great throw by Mitchell Towns, got nailed right when the ball left his hands, but still able to complete the pass.
Sean Calhoun, our coach, is also our OC, and he is calling this game out of his mind right now.
Yeah, we've seen great play calling so far this game. Yeah, we've seen some good all season, a couple questionable, but that's football. Towns going to hand it off left side. Jack Davis, he gets across the 35, stays on his feet, taken down at the 34. He was taken down there by number 9, Jamarian White.
He broke 2 tackles, did a nice, sweet little spin move, and kept going. And if you notice, he had both hands on that ball, determined not to repeat some of the earlier in the season errors.
Right. You know, the one that comes to mind is Homewood right there on the goal line, but obviously learned from his mistakes, wraps that ball up tight. John Paul Head in now for Vestavia, 2nd and 4. And he's going to take it himself up the middle as a read option. He gets across the 30 right to the number to gain. See where they spot it, if they give it to him or not, and they will signal for the first down.
And I'm telling you, Mims, Vestavia does best when they run between the tackles. It's just in these kids' DNA because they've been doing it since they were in Pee Wee, and we haven't totally gotten to that spread offense mentality. These linemen eat, lived, slept power eye football.
You're talking about Coach Anderson, a Hall of Fame coach. When you're in a program for 49 years like he was running the formation, as Towns completes it to Cole Turner, who will pick up about 6 yards before being thrown out of bounds. When you got Coach Anderson there for, I think, 49 years, I believe is what it was, running that I formation, that power, we're going to run it up your gut football. I mean, a community kind of gets behind it, and everybody just learns to play that kind of football.
It's just in these kids' DNA, and it won't be there, 5, 6 years from now. But right now, these guys live and breathe between the tackles.
I mean, you're talking about Hill Stokes. This is his 3rd year starting at center. I mean, that's 2 where he's used to having to be almost a fullback kind of lead blocker mentality. This Town's going to hand it off to Jack Davis, who fights forward to about the 22-yard line. The 3rd and short.
We had stacked wide receivers down to the right, which was an interesting look for us. And I was wondering if he was going to go that direction. I almost think Coach Calhoun is setting something up for the future.
Yeah, I agree. As we see 3rd and short upcoming. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Towns going to have Smith to his left, tight ends in there as well on the line. And Mitchell Towns going to take off running left side. He looks forward. He gets the first down.
Run.
And that's about all he'll get. Mitchell Towns showing off. He can run the football too. We see a lot of John Paul Head being brought in running situations, but Mitchell Towns.
What I liked about that run, he wasn't looking for the sideline. He was looking to get the first down. And it just shows that this kid is maturing each and every game.
I mean, he had his eyes dead set on that 20-yard line, that line to gain. He says, that's where I got to get the football, and he was able to do so.
Vestavia with 3 wide receivers, Smith in the backfield.
Towns is in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Smith up the middle. Smith across the 15, and he'll dive forward to the 11-yard line. A powerful run there by Tucker Smith, fighting for every single yard. We'll bring up 2nd and 1 for Vestavia. Smith again to the right of Towns, who's in the shotgun. 2 tight ends in, 2 receivers.
There was movement on the defensive line.
Towns hands it to Smith, who fights forward to the 8-yard line. Enough for a first down, 1st and goal. It'll be for the Rebels. And yeah, I agree with you. That I don't believe everybody was quite set on that snap there. John Paul Head checks into the game for Vestavia.
So it's 1st and goal.
Expect the run. I don't know if I like that from the 8-yard line, 1st and goal, but
I've got big money on the Wildcat.
I would throw a lot of money that John Paul Head's running it right side. Instead, he's going to hand it off. It's Cole Turner in the backfield. Cole Turner across the 5. He dived forward, lost the football when he hit the ground. They're going to say,
no, come on, that was
just short.
Golly.
Just short is what they're going to say, about the 1.5-yard line.
All right, Mims, I'm going to tell you, 1, he was in. 2, if he fumbled like that, it went into the end zone and out, it'd be a touchback. He made 2 bad calls.
I agree. It's one or the other there. With the football ended up in the end zone like that, it's one or the other. Towns making his way back onto the field. And Vestavia wants a timeout.
It looked like Towns was going under center with no backs.
Yeah, Cooper Mollison was partly on the field, partly off the field. I think personnel confusion there for the reason for the timeout. Had to take a timeout, make
good
sure.
Timeout.
Only a great timeout.
Just good timeout.
Yes. A little bit of confusion for Vestavia.
We
try to figure that out.
cannot get this far down and not get it in again. okay?
I agree.
Because if you think about it, we stick this in, it's a tie game right now, and 2 of their touchdowns were on ridiculous, big plays that should have never happened. Make no mistake, Vestavia is in this game.
Very much so. 21-7 the score right now, but Vestavia knocking on the door of the end zone. I mean, you look at it right now, Mitchell Towns 8 for 13, 139 yards and a touchdown. He's having himself a really good game. Vestavia not having trouble moving the football. Both teams now making their way out of the timeout.
We've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. With Hewitt 21, Vestavia 7, but Vestavia knocking on the door.
Mitchell Towns will indeed be the quarterback. He's got 3 wide receivers. Tucker Smith at the tailback. Towns will drop into the shotgun. His feet stand at about the 6-yard line. Ball's on the 2. Calling out the protection. Trying to make sure. Oh, it's a trick play. Snap to Tucker Smith. He pitched it to Keon Richards. Keon looking to throw. Almost intercepted. Incomplete.
Well, I like the call. The execution looked like it was going to work, but oh my goodness, at the end.
Whew.
For those that are listening and not watching, that was a heart stopper because it could have been disaster.
That was a lot going on in the play. Mitchell Towns acts like he's barking out the protection coverage to his offensive line. They snap it to Tucker Smith. He pitches it behind him to Keon Richards, who rolls to the right, and he looked to throw it. He threw it right at a bunch of black uniforms, and just very fortunate it was not picked off. Towns now.
There's a whistle.
There's a whistle. I believe timeout Hewitt. It is timeout taken by Josh Floyd.
No, actually,
no,
that's
Vestavia. Both ways.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to come out of this timeout. It's 3rd and goal. Rebel football on the 2-yard line.
I was talking to our spotter, Alan Hardwick, at the break, and he was going, I thought he was going to run. I had no idea he was going to throw on that one play. And I was like, I wonder if he was not supposed to throw. It just didn't feel like he could get through.
That, he is a younger player, sophomore, so maybe not the most mature decision-making, but that is true.
It could have happened.
Because you don't really see anyone expecting the pass there. John Paul Head in the football game at the quarterback spot. He's got Tucker Smith to his right, tied in there. I believe it's Trey Saunders playing a fullback role, and there's a flag down. Illegal substitution is the call.
I'm not sure. We don't know what's going on.
I saw a flag down in the end zone. It's picked up now, and there he is. Official is signaling illegal substitution on Hewitt. 12 men on the field. So that'll cut it.
That'll be half the distance.
Half the distance. And is it an automatic first down?
No.
Okay, so about 3rd and a half of a yard for Vestavia.
About 3rd and yard and a half. Well, no, it's 1 yard. They put it right on the 1 yard.
Right on the 1. John Paul again going to be in the shotgun. Tucker Smith now going to shift over to his left. Trey Saunders into that fullback, and John Paul Head's going to take it himself. He spins, and he stood up right at the goal line. He got so close.
It's about 4 inches shy.
I mean, it was right, his back was right there on the white line, but the ball just didn't quite get there.
Yeah, the refs, they took it and so the end of the ball was on the front of the line. Now the ball's on the back of the 1 yard line. It's really 2 feet.
Yeah. Play call there, I don't love.
I would have liked to have seen us in the I formation. And
I would have loved that.
And run a fullback lead and just try to clear the hole.
Tucker Smith, a physical back, I would have loved to seen him behind a fullback, let him run it in instead of the quarterback.
You know, I was saying last week, we were talking, and I was like, I would love to see a play where Hope goes in at fullback.
I've been saying that all season. I've been saying it since sophomore year, knowing Hoke. I mean, that's a play Vestavia used to run. We haven't seen it a lot since.
You know, I don't want to hand the ball off to him, but he could clear a lane.
He's a big, strong guy. He can shove a running back into the end zone very easily. You know, it's a play, I think back to 2017, I believe, was Walter Thomas. You know, big defensive lineman, also threw shot, but went on to do that at South Alabama. You know, I think they did a lot with him. You know, just I can remember him pulling running backs into the end zone, saying, "Follow me, I'll clear you a hole."
The truth is, though, we've got to get it in because we can't come this close and not get it in because the momentum shift would be just unreal.
It'd be a huge, huge boost for Vestavia's offense. You know, it's 4th and just under a yard. Just got to line it up here, be powerful, and run the football in. We'll see what formation we get from Vestavia. Mitchell Towns will be the quarterback. Warren Ainsworth is there, the tight end. Tucker Smith at the tailback to Towns' left. Just a snap. Towns going to take it himself. He jumps. He got in there. Touchdown, Vestavia. They cut the lead to 21-13, the extra point pending.
Those boys earned every yard, and they put them in the end zone.
Mitchell Towns was not going to take no for an answer there. He jumped over the line of scrimmage and just barely got into the end zone.
Something's going on.
Head referee we see talking to Josh Floyd at the Hewitt sideline right now.
I don't see a flag in our field goal kick. Oh, there is one in the back corner of the end zone.
Maybe a celebration penalty, something after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Vestavia.
It was after the touchdown.
After the touchdown, so.
I'm not sure why, though. A celebration penalty?
Maybe. I didn't really pay attention to what the guys were doing, celebrating. But
they did celebrate. But good Lord.
You know, and not to knock on our officials, extra point is good. Vestavia cuts the lead 21-14 here.
2 minutes and 13 seconds left in the half. So Vestavia playing tit for tat with Hewitt Trussville tonight. Hewitt Trussville actually got the ball, so we'll get the ball started in the second half. If we can hold them here, and we really need to hold them here, run that clock, we got a shot to even this thing out.
I believe 2 minutes, 15 seconds. That's a big 2 minutes, 15 seconds. We've seen Hewitt score very quickly.
In 30 seconds.
So big pressure on Vestavia's defense. I mean, you look at the stat line right now, 285 total offense for Hewitt, 197 for Vestavia. I mean, you take away that 190-yard run by James Hammonds for Hewitt, I mean, it's equal. Both teams playing dead even right now.
Well, that number 44, Matt Miller, their tight end, is killing us, too.
We've
got two players that are killing us, Hammonds and Miller.
Two players.
So I don't know if you put a spy when those two guys are in. I don't know what you do.
It's something. You got to pick them up because both times it's them coming out of the backfield, no one picking them up.
I'll tell you what, Hammonds is dangerous, though, because he can cut. He can he can be going straight and cut on a dime diagonally through the line.
Here's the kick fielded by Hewitt at the 25, and he'll get forward to the 37.
That's better field position than I would like them to have.
Yeah, that unsportsmanlike conduct, they kicked it off from the 25 instead of the normal 40. So that impacts big time. You think he fielded that at the 25. If they're kicking off from the 40, he's fielding it at the 10. So that big difference there on the kickoff.
I don't think either team has timeouts at this point.
I don't believe so, no. We're getting confirmations from our spotters up here that they both don't have any. Peyton Floyd going to roll out to his right. He's looking to throw. Got a man open. Did he catch it? Yes, he did at the 49-yard line. That's enough for a first down. It's number 16, I believe.
I think 15.
15, Jordan McCants. He laid out towards the sideline, dove, and just barely came down with it. But came down with it, he did.
Yeah, Vestavia needs to stop.
Peyton Floyd stepping up in the pocket now.
Ooh.
And again, right back at Jordan McCants. Cross to the 38, and another first down for Hewitt.
That ball wobbled quite a bit.
And a player down for Vestavia.
And that looks like
I
number
believe-
55, Max Neroth.
I believe it is.
If Floyd keeps throwing the ball like that, we have a shot at it.
Two passes that aren't great, but with open receivers, they're able to come down with it. I'd love to see a lot better coverage from the secondary.
Neroth gets up, and he's walking up by himself towards the sideline, so that's good to see.
Yeah, good to see him make it off under his own power. You know, no one really close to him either, so hopefully that's nothing serious, doesn't look to be, and hopefully he can get back in there soon for the Rebels.
He's going straight for his coaches. Put me back in.
He's saying, I just needed a little breath there, maybe got the wind knocked out of him or something.
Grabbed him a water bottle.
Floyd is going to be in the shotgun. He takes it, steps up in the pocket, looks downfield, and he throws one.
Us.
It's
That's
intercepted by John Ross Ashley.
Come on.
John Ross out of the end zone. He gets across the 10, got blockers ahead of him across to the 25 before getting hit out of bounds.
We're looking to see if there's a potential flag.
I don't see one down.
I don't either.
There was a hit there.
I saw some pointing going on that I might have thought, but that might have been just, it's our ball, it's our ball.
I think so. And they will mark first down. It'll be 1st and 10, Vestavia from the 27. 112 remaining. 122, excuse me, in the first half. So a little bit of time to make something happen.
No timeouts.
No
for either
timeouts
team.
is big. So you got to keep that in mind if you're Vestavia. You'll look to the sidelines, look to get out of bounds. Towns going to keep it himself, and he gets hit in the backfield. And that is not what you wanted on first down.
Well, I think Coach Calhoun wants to get this in the locker room. I think he's comfortable where it is. And I don't necessarily disagree because it's a lot to ask these young kids to go 70 yards, and because you're going to be putting the ball in the air and putting it at risk.
I agree. 21-14, Vestavia will receive the second half kickoff. So just do something here. Get rid of the time on the clock. Play smart football. Take it to the locker room. Say, I like what we've done so far. So we'll see Towns hand it off to Tucker Smitha. He'll get forward for about 2 yards.
We're at 30 seconds, so we may not even snap it again.
Yeah, that clock just going to keep ticking down. No one can stop it. Vestavia's sideline already making their way towards the locker room. Are we going to have to snap it again? I don't think so.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. That's going to be half.
Clock's going to strike 00. That'll be the end of the first half. Hewitt Trussville leads it 21-14, and we will see you when the second half begins.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry. Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountain Top Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry. Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry. Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Hybrid because nice plays for him, and we didn't have him. Turns out that is Omari Kelly, who's normally number 3. He's number 82 tonight, and that's the Auburn commit.
Yeah, interesting. I was riding up the elevator back up here to the press box with a Hewitt coach and just talking to him a little bit. He was talking to me about Matt Miller, a guy he said's got some interest from some schools, some colleges, maybe to go play at the next level. He's also a very talented baseball player. Him, Riley Quick, another guy, offensive tackle, he had 20-plus D1 offers to go play offensive tackle at the next level, chose to commit to Alabama. He's going to go there to play baseball. He's a pitcher, big-time hitter, too. So Hewitt Trussville got a couple guys that can play 2 sports and are very talented.
Baseball a lot easier on your body.
It is a whole lot easier. You know, and that's one for an offensive lineman. You really got to pick one or the other because you can't be throwing the football at around 300 pounds. Makes it a little bit tougher. Kickoff there. It's fielded by Cole Turner. He gets across the 15 to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Makes a man miss. Cole Turner down the 35, 30, 25, 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Cole Turner took the opening kick to the end zone. Ties it up. We've been talking about it all game. He's got the ability to break it free, and he does so there.
Before this half started, they were playing Bon Jovi, Living on a Prayer. Vestavia just lived it.
That they did. Cole Turner just showing why he is a stud of an athlete.
And we talked about that at the beginning of the game, that he was always a threat to take it.
Always, indeed. Extra point attempt here. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good. Ball game is tied at 21 apiece, just barely into the third quarter.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
That is lit up like they have, and I'm loving this. This should be standard equipment at football games.
Yeah, you know, it's something we see a lot of at the next level, but you're right, I haven't seen it. Hoover may have had it at the mat, but I don't know. It's very nice to see in high school football. Getting set to kick the ball away. Not a bad kick. Fielded at the 7 by number 15, Hewitt. He takes it across the 15 to the 20 to the 25. Gets hit, taken down about the 29-yard line.
That's Jordan McCants for Hewitt Trussville.
The wide receiver doubles as the return man. Pretty good return there. Not as good as Cole Turner's touchdown, though.
About 70 yards shy.
Just a little bit more to go. We'll see what adjustments were made at the half now as we get our first series in the second half. Peyton Floyd will be in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it off right side, and it's James Hammonds. Fights forward for about 2 yards. We got 2nd and 8 for Hewitt. Floyd's in the backfield. He's going to look left side, and he's got a man on a screen pass. He breaks forward, breaks a tackle to the 45-yard line, finally brought down by Trey Saunders. It was number 15, Jordan McCants, on the reception.
So Hewitt moving the ball kind of at will right now. Vestavia's got to step up defensively.
Hewitt snaps it before they even get the chain set, and Houston Owen, what a tackle. He takes down James Hammonds, but not after. Hammonds picks up about 3 yards.
Hammonds got hit so hard his mama felt it in the stands.
I mean, Houston Owen, just a brick wall right there, said, no way you're not getting past me. Floyd's going to take off running now, and he gets hit by Owens as well and gets slammed down by Trey Saunders.
I tell you what, Owens is having a heck of a game because he's the one that got that sack earlier, too, in the first half.
Yeah, he was. Owens, one of the leading tacklers for Vestavia, and showing why he's getting a lot of playing time as a junior. Floyd now 3rd down, drops back, looking to throw. He's got a man. Was he inbounds? No, they're going to say he was out. He was pushed out by number 39, Grant Downey, and it'll be 4th down.
This is Hewitt's first punt of the game. In fact, I'm trying to think. I don't remember Vestavia punting.
I don't think they did. No, they went for it on 2 4th downs. Hewitt went for it on a 4th down. So this is the first punt of the ball game.
Isn't that bizarre?
And a bad snap. He fumbled it. He's going to have to take off running. He's going to get – no, he's going forward. Finally tackled. Loss of yards. He was tackled by number 17, John Martin Richter. 55. Max Neroff was there too. Huge play by the Vestavia special teams.
That was a gutsy couple. Why didn't he just throw it?
I'm not sure.
I would have just thrown it downfield.
You know, it's punter there, a guy probably not used to that situation, not having to think a whole lot more than drop and kick. But
all you have to do is get it over the line of scrimmage.
Right.
Just hum it towards the black jersey.
Vestavia will take over now at the 43-yard line. Great field position for the Rebels. It's going to be the first time we've seen their offense in the second half. Towns had a great first half. We'll see what he's got going here. He's in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off Tucker Smith up the middle. Smith across the 40. He's getting pushed by his offensive line down to the 35. And that'll be good. Not quite good enough for a first down. About a 9-yard carry by Smith.
I don't know about you, Mims, but I'm having fun.
This is a fun ball game to call, let me tell you. Towns hands it off. Tucker Smith, and again, just getting shoved forward across the 30. That'll be enough for a first down. That's going to move the chains.
We're running between the tackles right now. We're going back to our basics. We're going back to our DNA.
And this offensive line getting a great push right now on this defensive line and really just moving the pile forward. Even when Tucker Smith gets stood up, he's still going forward.
The energy has just transferred 100% to Vestavia.
You know, that you talk about that kick return by Cole Turner and then that punt mishap for Trussville. Momentum in Vestavia's favor big time here. Towns again, 3 straight handoffs to Tucker Smith. He gets across the 25 to about the 23-yard lines where they're going to mark him down. Set up second and about 3.
Smith is running right now like he's got fresh legs. Like he
does.
Just got off the bus.
Right, and you know we've seen him spread that. We saw him spread the attack out over the first half, and you know saved a little bit of energy in Tucker Smith. He's got plenty to go in the second half. Tucker Smith, a 4th straight carry. He breaks a tackle, pushes forward across the 20-yard line to about the 17. Good enough for another Rebel first down. And Tucker Smith, have yourself a night.
He ran through 2 tacklers and dragged them with him an extra 2.5 yards.
You know, just kept his feet moving there, refusing to go down, and it paid off.
I feel a shot coming up.
Towns going to hand it to Tucker Smith again, and he'll fight forward to about the 13, 14-yard line. And, I mean, it seems like every single time Tucker Smith gets the football, it's a guaranteed 5 yards.
Coach Calhoun's right now is going with the dance with the girl that you brung.
That he is. Keeping with the hot hand, Tucker Smith right now. See, Vestavia taking a little bit longer than what we've seen him do so far the second half, getting the play call in. Still with that heavy set. Got Warren Ainsworth in at the tight end spot, 3 receivers.
Hewitt starting to load the box up a little bit.
Play action pass this time. Towns looks a screen pass, almost intercepted. Not a smart decision by Towns there. Looked for the screen pass at Tucker Smith and just right into the hands of a Hewitt Trussville defender.
92 Tyrell Aberhart, and I mean it could have been a disaster.
Really fortunate for the Rebels there. 3rd down now, 3rd and about 6 from about the 14-yard line.
I'm still not comfortable with the field goal situation.
I agree. You know, offense has been hot so far. I like to see something. Throwing the ball here. Towns is going to roll out. He looks to the left side, and it's tipped incomplete. He was looking for Cole Turner. Great coverage there.
That was just fantastic defense. The Hewitt Trussville player read it correctly, and he made a move on the ball, and he almost had a better shot at it than Cole did.
That he did. It was number 6, Ricky Gibson, I believe, in the coverage, and holding on the defense. Flag on the play. I missed it. Did not see the flag down.
God, Hewitt Trussville just keeps giving us gift horses.
They are, committing penalties at the wrong time for Hewitt. It's going to march him forward 5 yards, I believe.
No, if that's holding, that's a 10-yard penalty. So it'll be half the distance and an automatic first.
So a gift to Vestavia. 1st and goal now from the 7. And Hewitt just helping Vestavia out with the penalties.
They just brought in number 10, Aiden Black, into the game. Vestavia's got 4 wide receivers in the game. Smith in the backfield.
The Towns will be in the shotgun. He takes the snap and he's looking to throw. He looks to the end zone.
Oh, he's
Keon's
wide
open. Just not able to pull it down.
He was there. That ball was overthrown by about 1.5 yards.
It was overthrown. Keon still just not able to bring it in. Hit his hands.
He made a
It's a
move.
missed opportunity there.
He made a move on that DB and sprung himself right in the corner of the end zone.
We've seen a lot from Keon as a sophomore this year on why he's starting on the varsity level. We'll see what Towns got here. He's going to hand it off left side. Tucker Smith. Tucker got to get going north and south. He gets across the 5. There's a flag thrown.
They grabbed him around the neck. So let's see.
Coach Calhoun getting reminded to go back to the sideline here before we see what the penalty is.
I'm thinking it's going to be unsportsman.
I have to imagine so.
Now they're calling against
Block in the
Vestavia.
back is what they say against Vestavia. I'm not sure where that was. I didn't see it personally, but obviously the official did. He threw the flag for it, so that'll back him up. And they'll be at the 15-yard line.
2nd and goal for the 15.
Interesting to see what play call we get here. There'll be 4 wide receivers. Keon, Aiden Black, Max Stewart, and Cole Turner, the wide receiver. Smith to the left of Towns. He's in the shotgun. Towns takes the snap. He drops back. He looks. It's a fade route to Cole Turner in the end zone. He got it! Touchdown, Rebels! They take the lead for the first time tonight. 27-21. The extra point pending. What a play.
What a play. What a throw. I mean, that's the best ball Towns has thrown all year.
I mean, we've seen it. Mitchell Towns is looking incredibly confident in this game. A beautifully thrown fade ball. Put it right where only Cole Turner could get it. Cole Turner hopped up there and came down with it. And there's the extra point. It is good. Vestavia now leads it 28-21.
You know, Mims, I've been watching our extra points, and they're going dead in the middle, and they're high and good. Like, I'm seeing a vast improvement in our kicking.
Yeah, I mean, we missed some extra points this game.
Exactly.
And we're seeing now Coach Calhoun jumping up and down, getting his sideline involved. We haven't seen Vestavia look like this year. I mean, there is some energy on that sideline.
You know, I saw signs of it last week against Thompson. Thompson was just too strong, but especially in the first half, I saw it. This team is starting to come into their own.
You know, new coach this year, obviously everybody knows that. Sometimes it just takes a little time, takes a couple games.
New coach, new offense, new quarterback.
I mean, but this Vestavia team is looking elite right now, and the future looks bright for Vestavia.
Yeah, they're playing a team that's gone, 22-2 the last 2 years?
Kick is away. A good kick fielded by Hewitt at the 5. He's going to take it out across the 20, the 25, gets tripped up across the 30.
That's Jordan McCants again.
A good return again by McCants. And Hewitt's offense, was forced to punt, wasn't able to get the punt away. Gave Vestavia great field position on the last drive. We'll see what they got coming out here.
So the young Peyton Floyd has to come in behind for the first time. What kind of nerves is he going to have? How hard is he going to push when he shouldn't?
He's going to hand it off to McCants, who broke a tackle. He'll fight forward to the 35, a pickup of about 2. And yet, you bring it up, Peyton Floyd. Obviously, Cade Kurth out. He's a very talented quarterback. Peyton Floyd now looking over the middle. He's got a man across the 40, and he'll get taken out about the 43.
Yeah, for the first time, we're seeing tempo from Hewitt Trussville.
We are.
Which I'm surprised because they're supposed to be a tempo team.
Right. We were expecting to see it out the gate always, but just now starting to see it.
And I think that's probably because they do have the young quarterback.
Right. Want to give him a little bit more time, like we're seeing now, get the play call in, get it right, get him confident in it before you let him snap the football. And Peyton Floyd going to roll out to his right. He's getting chased. He gets hit as he
just
throws,
threw it for grabs.
and he throws it out of bounds, incomplete. And great pressure there. Trey Saunders, Houston Owens.
Great coverage.
Houston Owens hit him as he threw, but Trey Saunders was there as well.
Every one of their receivers had a blanket on them.
Great coverage there. I mean, Vestavia's defense has looked good so far tonight. Two really kind of fluke plays that resulted in touchdowns.
Vestavia's showing pressure right now. Let's see if they bring them.
2nd and 10. Defense line going to shift
Here
over.
they come.
Floyd going to
call
hand it
five.
off and wrapped
ate
up
it.
right at the line of scrimmage. Trey Saunders, Davis Stewart, and Will Cox all there to make the tackle. And it'll be 3rd and 11. And Vestavia sideline, still jumping around, hyping up the crowd, throwing around towels. This sideline is in the game. Screen pass there. He never even caught it.
No. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
4th
4th and 11 upcoming.
So Hewitt to punt for the 2nd time. And Vestavia yet to punt tonight.
We'll see if the long snapper maybe corrected his error on the last one. Vestavia showing everybody up on the line. They'll drop out of it now. And the punt is away. It'll be fair caught at the 32. Fair caught by Cole Turner, and that's where the Rebel offense will take back over.
And the energy is still remaining with the Rebels right now.
Momentum swung greatly towards Vestavia at the start of this half. It started with that kick return by Cole Turner, and then it was the defensive stop, the turnover on downs, and then you drive down, you score another touchdown, outscoring Hewitt 14-0 so far in this this 3rd quarter.
Man, Towns has just looked so good tonight. Really proud of it.
He really has. First year starting, took him a little bit to get going, but he has settled in, and he is looking like a great quarterback. Hands it off. Tucker Smith, who gets met at the line, but Tucker Smith fights forward. He's able to get about 2 yards out of it.
He won't quit moving those legs no matter what.
You're right. And Tucker Smith, really the only back we've seen. We've seen a little bit of Jack Davis tonight. Jack Davis he's got 5 carries. He's looked good. But really it's just been Tucker Smith running the football. We'll see now. Townsend shotgun, and again, right back to Tucker Smith. Fight forward for another about 1 or 2 yards. Bring up 3rd down. 3rd and about 6.
Vestavia trying to get it done between the tackles. It looks like Smith is coming off to put young Mollison in at and he's in the tailback spot. They're not going to hand to him, obviously. I expect to see him go in motion or perhaps some kind of screen.
Yeah, there Towns sends him out left side in motion, and Towns having to step up in the pocket. He looks downfield. He's got Keon. Keon got it at the 40. Falls down right after he catches it. Huge completion. 1st down for Vestavia. Gets him across. Hewitt, defender, is down, and he looks to be in some pain.
He's okay. He's kind of in the I've got a cramp kind of posture, the way they're lifting his leg. So we wish the best for that young man, as we do all these athletes. But right now, you just get a sense that Vestavia is buying in 100%. They're starting to believe in themselves, and they're looking to take control of this game.
Yeah, obviously I'm walking the halls with all these guys, and I'm hearing it every day. It's just a matter of time before we break through. It's there, and we're seeing it. This game they've really proven that there's something here. There's something about this team that is going right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, there are high school teams playing all over the state, and they're announcing scores or they're looking on the phones, and everybody's looking at this score and going, what in the world?
That's right. And Vestavia, I believe, with a little bit of help, if they win out, can still possibly make the playoffs. It's a little bit of a long shot. They're going to need to get some help with some other teams, but it'd be something to see if Vestavia could get it done.
they win tonight, I feel better about it.
I do too. You know, upcoming, you got Spain Park, Gadsden City, and Shades Valley.
And they're all winnable.
Very winnable ball games. They are.
Guarantees.
No guarantees, of course.
There's not a guaranteed win on the schedule. But
there's no guarantee in 7A football in Alabama. I don't believe. We'll see that Hewitt player able to walk off the field. Good to see him being able to walk off under his own power. And we'll get started here. 1st and 10 from the 38. Towns will be in shotgun. He's got Smitha to his right, tied in the backfield as well. And a tight end on the left side of the line. Cole Turner and Max Stewart, the 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Towns takes the snap. He hands it off. Tucker Smitha plows forward. Tucker Smitha, a good 5 yards across the 35 to the 33-yard line.
If you pick Smitha up and you put him in a tub of butter, his legs are going to turn it.
100%. I mean, he is moving those legs constantly. He's moving them quickly. He is refusing to go down. Mitchell Towns again going to be in the shotgun. Takes the snap and right back to Tucker Smitha. Tucker Smitha gets about 1 yard. Ball came out. They're going to say he was down. Going to say he was down. Warren Ainsworth fell on it anyway. Doesn't matter. Tucker Smitha picks up about a yard. It'll be 3rd and about 4 yards from the 32-yard line.
Yeah, but we're in 4-down territory too.
I agree. You know, we've seen him go for it on 4th down a couple times already.
Coach Calhoun's not going to back off.
No, he's not. He knows that this is a great Hewitt Trussville team we're playing, and 7 points is nothing to hang your hat on.
Well, that could flip in a second, and we saw that with the opening kickoff second half.
Towns in the shotgun. Tucker Smitha to his right. Takes it, hands it off to Tucker Smitha. Tucker Smitha being pushed forward. And he's going to get to about the 30, so he'll be 2 yards short of the first. 4th and 2 upcoming.
I don't love that spot either.
I don't either.
I felt like they pulled him back, and they didn't give him forward progress. Our offensive line is doing great.
They're getting a good push on the football on the defense. That is, and Vestavia will go for it. Mitchell Towns, Tucker Smitha to his left, trips to the bottom of your screen. Towns going to look to throw it here on 4th down. He looks over the middle.
Oh.
His receiver got thrown down. There's the flag. It's pass interference. That'll be a first down.
They keep gifting us.
I mean, it was Keon Richardson, the receiver.
He was not going to catch that. And it was a poor decision by Towns, and they gifted us that.
I mean, just got shoved down by the defender, an obvious pass interference. But like you said,
it was overthrown.
It was an overthrown ball, not a ball Keon's going to catch. We see a conference from the officials trying to figure everything out.
And there he goes. He's marking it off.
And the man in the white hat will confirm it for us. Pass interference on the defense, automatic first down. And
now, Mims, I'm starting to get comfortable with field goal range.
I agree. You know, we're at the 15 now. Still a little shaky on the kicker. I think it depends on the situation.
I'm with you, but he's looked strong tonight.
Jack
Davis
I
is
agree.
in the game.
Jack Davis is in a tailback spot. We're nearing 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. Towns going to be in shotgun. Heavy set, tight end on either side. And he flips it forward to Cole Turner. Cole Turner breaks a tackle in the backfield and then gets met by 2 or 3 other Hewitt defenders, and he'll lose 2 yards.
It was a good idea. It just didn't work.
It was. That Hewitt defender off the edge saw it from the get-go and was back there. Obviously, Cole able to break him, but that slowed him down enough that he was able to get brought down in the backfield.
So it looks like Smith is back in the game.
2nd and about 12 or 13. Towns in the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off Tucker Smitha. Tucker Smitha
Great cut.
plowing forward. He gets across the 15 to about the 14. So he'll pick up about 4 there. And it'll bring up 3rd and long.
57, our right guard, Jack Dawsey, had a great block downfield and just really never gave up on the play. And I will say that is true of all our offensive linemen tonight.
They have been playing a very good ball game, the offensive line as a whole. Towns now takes the snap. Play action pass. He's going to run it himself. Some confusion on the play. He gets stuffed, and he's going to lose a good yard and a half.
Yeah, that's best described as a busty play.
It was, and we will see the kicking team make their way onto the field.
27, Jack Brewer to attempt what's going to be.
So the ball's at the 16, about a 33-yard field goal.
33.
Towns will be the holder. Charlie Ingram, the long snapper. Snap, hold. The kick is up. And no good.
It was close, though.
He missed it wide left.
He had the distance.
He did have the leg. He's on the left hash, just not able to get it back to the middle. So missed opportunity by Vestavia there. They're going to turn the ball over to Hewitt.
They're going to start on the 20.
So not like they gifted him great field position, but definitely a wasted opportunity when you get down to the red zone and not able to come away with any points.
I like the decision because on that 4th down, that was a lot.
I do. 4th and very long. I like the field goal. Put some trust in your kicker. Obviously, Brewer missed it a little left, but a strong kick nonetheless. Peyton Floyd going to throw it right side of the field, a screen pass. He breaks a tackle. He gets across the 30, breaks another one at the 40, and he's off to the races. One man to beat. He beats them 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. It's Amari Kelly, the Auburn commit, and he's showing why he has got 4 stars next to his name. A great reception, and that, just like we said it, in an instant, it can be tied right back up.
What Vestavia's got to be careful right now is that the momentum doesn't shift.
You gotta do well. They got to go back out there and do that. So we're awaiting the extra point attempt. And snap, hold, kick is up. Kick is through the uprights. And it will be 28 all here in the 3rd quarter.
Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So we get set to kick it off here. 10 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter. Scores tied 28 all.
I've got $100 as they kick it away from Turner.
I don't see a way they can kick to him after what happened the last time. It'd be interesting. Do they kick over to Keon Richards? Do they do a little squib kick, or do they just kick it out of bounds like we saw earlier? Kicking team now ready. And here is the kick, and they will kick it
A little pooch kick
over to Keon Richardson. He takes it out across the 30.
Oh, go!
Keon
Go!
breaks to the 50. Good return there by Keon Richardson. And he's showing you can't really kick to either side of Vestavia. Good return there. Set the Rebel offense up at midfield. Great field position. They got 50 yards in front of them to regain the lead against this Husky offense, or Husky team.
I think Vestavia's going to come out and start throwing it. we're not here to lose.
Right. You got to play to win indeed, and
we looked good passing the ball the first half.
we have. Mitchelltown's still 10 for 17, 179 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight. He's in the backfield with 4 wide receivers, but he'll hand it off to Tucker Smitha, who will plow forward, and Tucker Smitha just picking up another 5 yards, and it seems like every single time he touches the football, he's picking up that. At the end of the third quarter, we're still tied at 28 all.
Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the final quarter here tonight. And, seeing in that little intermission, Dr. LeBlanc, one of the assistant principals for Vestavia, rallying together the few students who made the trek out here to Hewitt, getting them in a Rebel spell out. They've been going all game long. Not a whole lot of them. A little bit of a far drive. It is fall break, too. But good to see some students made the trek here.
2nd and 5 from the 45.
Towns will be in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off Tucker Smitha.
Great run.
Tucker Smitha plows forward. Tucker Smitha to the 40. He's got the first down.
The Hewitt Trussville D-line seems like they're wearing down a little bit. They're used to these spread offenses. They're not used to being punched in the mouth. And we have spent a quarter punching, and punching.
Also something to take note of, their star defensive player, Justice Finkley, plays more on that kind of D-end role out to the side. So he's not able to help out a whole lot when you're running north and south right up the middle.
Vestavia substituting liberally right here.
Again, going to be in the shotgun. And again, going to hand it off to Tucker Smitha, who's going to push forward.
Thompson is starting to stack that box.
They are.
And
they're expecting the run.
Their linebackers at the snap, they're headed forwards every time.
I'd love to see a play action here on a 2nd and about 8.
Well, if you could slip the tight end into the middle and get a tight end dump, it could be a nice gainer.
A play we saw earlier, Warren Ainsworth able to take it down, big-time gain in the first quarter to the 6-yard line. Something similar to that I'd love to see. Towns will throw. Drops back. He's having to step up. Got hit as he threw, but caught by Max Stewart. Max Stewart got a man to beat. He stiff arms him. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Vestavia. They take the lead back just like that. It's Mitchell Towns' 3rd touchdown of the evening. And Mitchell Towns, have yourself a night.
So much fun.
I can't think of the last time we've had a game like this, at least where I've been in the press box calling it, and it's a treat.
The last one I did was the Spain Park Vestavia game when Mike Weiss went crazy.
That was a good game. I remember that one. We see the extra point here. It's up, it's through, and it's 35-28.
What's great about that, though, is Hewitt Trussville had a chance to take the momentum from Vestavia, and Vestavia wouldn't let it go.
Exactly. Hewitt fighting, trying to claw their way, get the momentum back. Vestavia's had it pretty much all this second half, and they weren't going to let them take it away. They went down there, and Mitchell Towns threw a ball. He got hit. Wasn't, the most beautiful ball, but it got the job done. It got to Max Stewart, and it was enough for a touchdown.
Max having a career night.
He is. Right now he's at 2 catches, 51 yards, and a touchdown. Cole Turner, 4 catches, 50 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The 1-2 punch of receivers for Vestavia doing their job well.
When have we seen a Vestavia team where we had not one guy, two guys, three guys, but about four of them that you can count on to make the big catches downfield? I mean, it's been years.
It's been years.
Decades.
There is the kick. It's away, and it'll be fielded at the 5. He gets out across the 15 and cuts back at the 20 to the 25. He's finally taken down. Number 3, Jay Faulkner, was in on that tackle.
Yeah, that was Jordan McCants. We've seen a lot of him tonight.
He has been the primary guy returning the football. You know, we've seen him catch the football as well. Plays wide receiver normally.
So you've got Amari Kelly, you got Jordan McCants, you got Hammonds, the running back, and Matt Miller, the tight end fullback hybrid, and that's their offense.
A lot of threats right there, but like you said, it's really only 4 guys that do the work, as that's going to be a screen pass to Amari Kelly. He's met by Houston Owen, who drags him down. He probably got 2 yards.
Is that 82 or 22?
I thought it was 82.
It may have been. It's hard to see these pink numbers.
They are, and they bunch up real tight. You can't quite see the full number. But we're doing the best we can up here. Peyton Floyd will be in the shotgun again. That Amari Kelly picked up about 2 there. He's going to hand the ball off. James Hammonds, he's patient,
really patient,
and he fights forward to the 30.
He's just a good-looking back. He's got good instincts and good skills, and he's got good feet because he can cut on a dime.
He can. You know, he's real athletic in the way he cuts, not really losing his forward momentum. As Floyd's going to throw the ball, almost intercepted by Jackson Ayers, but a great job to get it batted down. Incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and about 4.
And they're deep in there. I mean, that ball's on the 30-yard line.
As we'll see the punting team come out now, but they, offense stayed out there for a little bit. I think head coach Josh Floyd was thinking about leaving them in, maybe thinking about going it, but they're deep in their own territory, an obvious punting situation.
And this is there the 4th punt? If Vestavia yet to punt tonight?
I believe it's the 3rd punt.
3rd punt.
And it is away. And Cole Turner will call for the fair catch about the 33-yard line, and that's where Vestavia will take over. We haven't seen Cole return a punt yet. He's fair caught the only 2 that have come at him.
Their punter doesn't kick it deep, but it kicks it high.
Very, very high, a very big arc.
Coverage to come and cover, and really, that's what you want.
Right. You don't have to kick it a mile if you can let your coverage get down there and get on them. They're not going to be able to return the football.
A lot of times when a kickoff gets returned, they've hit it flat, or they've out-kicked their coverage and given the return man some room.
Right. See Vestavia making their way onto the field. Now it's a 3 wide receiver look. They're all at the top of your screen. Tight ends in there, and Tucker Smith to the left of Towns. Towns going to hand it off Tucker Smith up the middle. Tucker Smith plowing forward, and he gets out to about the 38-yard line. Pickup of about 5.
Almost 6. That was a good run.
It was.
Good first down. Or first down play, I should say.
And John Paul Head coming into the game at quarterback. And Cole Turner going to step into that tailback slot. Again, we've seen the wide receivers do that a couple times
Well, you
tonight.
Remember the play where he handed off to Cole on kind of a jet sweep.
Yeah, earlier in the game, John Paul Head in. We'll see what he does here. And he will hand it off to Cole Turner. He's getting tracked by Justice Finkley, but he gets across the 50.
He got the legs going on that one, man.
And Cole Turner showing off the speed. I mean, you're talking about he had Justice Finkley just an arm's reach away, and the 4-star defensive lineman just not able to track him down. Cole Turner able to pick up the first.
He didn't even look like he's breathing hard. I mean, that kid's got some juice.
You talk about an athletic football player. Cole Turner got to be at the top of the list. Mitchell Towns back in the game, hands it off right side. Tucker Smith picks up maybe 4 or 5 before getting knocked out of bounds.
That DB almost made a huge mistake. He went for a low tackle early.
He did. And
Smith almost got through it.
Almost got through it. Maybe if we would have brought out a little hurdle action, could have gotten over him, but still a pickup of about 5 yards.
In high school football, if you leave your feet, you're down.
Okay.
So hurdle action can happen.
Towns now got 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and Smitha to his right. Hands it off to Smitha, who will plow forward, and he'll pick up about 3.
I like the way Smith is looking. He seems to be getting stronger in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that he just not seeming to wear down at all. I mean, we've been handing it off to him a lot in the second half.
Well, I think Hannah Pierce, or Pierce Hannah, I should say, is nursing an injury, and Brian Agee's nursing an injury, so we're kind of low on options.
Yeah, and Tucker Smith are going to take it again. He gets
first
across
down.
the 40, gets the first. You know, we were being told Jay Faulkner moving into that different jersey this evening, number 3. We were told to expect him to maybe get a couple carries. We haven't seen him yet. We haven't needed to see him yet. Tucker Smith are doing a great job.
No, if Smith has got the hot hand, you got to feed him the rock.
I mean, Tucker Smith at 25 rushes, already over 100 yards at 108, averaging 4.3 yards per rush. You can't ask for anything more.
Against a great defense.
Towns in the shotgun, and right back to Tucker Smith. He goes
stiff
arm.
I can't believe he got that much room around the end. Where's that Texas recruit?
We'll have to see where the ref marks the football. A little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. We mentioned it sometimes, a little bit of bad blood between these two teams.
Yeah, and get chippy.
And they will mark it down. Pickup of about 4 yards there. 2nd and 6.
Smith has gotten so close, though. They're around the end, there's several where he looked like he might break through.
And he does, just keeping those legs moving, refusing to go down. Towns goes right back to him. Tucker Smith up the middle. This time only picks up about 1. Pick up 3rd and 5.
The Hewitt Trussville defense looks gassed to me.
They do.
I mean, they're making tackles, but the way they're making tackles is they're kind of guessing and they're all diving in.
And, I mean, everybody on that team are looking to the sideline. Their hands are on their hips. They're kind of leaned over, like out of breath, looking for a break. And Vestavia not really giving them a chance to get one.
And, again, we're in 4-down territory.
I agree. Right here, right around the 30, it's 3rd and 5. Towns looking to throw. There's a flag down. And it looks like it'll be false start. That'll back the Rebels up.
That we didn't need.
No, not what you want to see if you're Vestavia coach Sean Calhoun. Be interesting to see what the play call looks like now. Backed up 5 yards, 3rd and 10. And we're going to replay 3rd down.
Well, this is about the time Hewitt Trussville makes a penalty.
That seems to be the pattern we've seen so far this game.
I mean, seriously, this is every single time.
3rd and 10, 4 wide receivers. Towns looking to throw, and he looks downfield.
Deep.
He's got a man open. Oh, just out of his hands. It was 11, Cooper Mollison. He looked like he slowed down just a little bit, and then the ball ended up going just a little past him. Had he kept running, I think he would have been there.
Hey, this time next year, he'll be catching that ball.
That is true. Still very young, still learning to play this game at the varsity level.
Oh, and a massive game.
And Vestavia's offense is on the field right now. So we'll see what's going on here, if they're going to go for it or not.
Well, remember, Towns is our punter.
He is.
So, in theory, have they called a timeout? Because
they're on the sideline. It looks like
the play clock is not moving. I did not see them signal a time. We got a hurt player? Oh, okay. Out of our vision, there was a hurt player for Hewitt Trussville, and that's what's going on. But it looks like when that young man comes off the field, he definitely can take his time. Vestavia has their offense on the field. Now, they have the option of some kind of pooch kick because Towns is our punter. But who knows? Coach Calhoun may be saying, let's go for it. I like the way my defense is playing.
4th and 10 now, about the 38-yard line. Towns, he's got 4 receivers. He's got Smitha to his left. Looks over to the sideline, get the audible in. Play clock at about 7. Gonna have to start thinking about getting the play off, and it looks like they're gonna wind it down for a timeout.
5 yards. They want the 5 yards for extra room to kick. Or did they call a timeout?
They did get the delay of game. No timeout called. Back them up another 5 yards. Give Towns a little bit more room to drop a punt in there close to the goal line.
Now, what I don't understand is why teams accept that penalty. Because you can decline.
Yeah, you can.
You know, if you don't want to kick from there, I'm going to make you kick from there.
Yeah, I'll make you sit there and either get another delay game or I'm going to make you kick from there. But Towns will drop back a little bit further, and he'll look to punt this ball away.
And this will be our first punt of the night.
A low snap, but Towns is able to field it and gets it away, and it goes out of bounds. And the ref's still walking forward, finally going to stop at the 19-yard line. So not a great punt by Mitchell Towns, but still inside the 20, Hewitt Trussville will be.
So Vestavia with the lead, 35-28.
Hewitt making their way onto the field. 5:13 remaining in the fourth quarter, and Peyton Floyd going to take off running. He gets wrapped up by none other than Houston Owen, who seems to be in on just about every single tackle tonight.
We need this stop.
Peyton was able to pick up 4 yards there on the carry, 2nd and 6. Now he looks to Amari Kelly on a screen pass.
He's dangerous.
And he gets forward to about the 35 before being taken out. They'll mark him forward up to the 37. It's enough for a first down, moving the chains forward. And Hewitt gets to the line quickly. But official had to move the ball up 1 more yard. And now we're ready to go. Floyd going to bring Amari in motion. He's going to fake the pitch and take it off himself.
Oh, my goodness.
He gets forward to midfield, taken down there by Grant Downey. A great tackle in open field, but not after Peyton Floyd picks up the first down and takes it to the 48-yard line.
All right, this is where the defense needs to hold up.
You got to dig in here. Heavy set for Hewitt, only 2 wide receivers. Tailback to the left of Floyd. Takes the snap, looks left side. He's going to have to roll to his left. Takes off running. He gets chased and pushed out of bounds finally, but he picks up 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Linebackers are doing a pretty decent job here in the second half.
You're talking about a group, Davis, Stewart, Trey Saunders, and Houston Owen, really the 3 linebackers, and they've all had great seasons so far. Peyton Floyd fumbles the snap, picks it back up. He takes off running, and he gets stuffed by Houston Owen there. Picks up maybe a yard.
He's a tough guy to get under his pads because he's small in stature.
He is, yeah.
And Houston Owen really just took him on and took him on his hip and pushed him back.
Yeah, I got Peyton Floyd listed at 5'10", 160. So he takes the snap here, rolls out to his right, and he gets hit as he throws. Did he intercept it?
No,
incomplete. In the hands of John Martin Richter. He's out of bounds. It'll bring up 4th down. Peyton Floyd got hit as he threw, and that's what led to the poor pass.
He got punched.
We'll see what Hewitt's going to do here. 4th and about 5.
I think they have to go for it because if they give the ball over to Vestavia with 3:45. They may not get it back.
You're right. You know, Vestavia been able to run the ball well so far tonight, so I think it's a must go for it. And it seems like Hewitt agrees with me. They're leaving the offense on the field. It'll be a wildcat.
With that, is that Max Miller?
Yeah, it is him. He's got Hammond to the right.
Oh, no!
Oh, no. Offsides, Vestavia.
I don't know
you
if that's –
cannot jump on that.
I don't know if it's going to be enough for a first. Yep, they're going to give it to him.
They will give it to him. It was 4th and 5. All they needed was the 5-yard offsides penalty. I'm not sure who it was that jumped, but
number 11.
That is frustrating to see.
Or maybe it's 17.
And now Miller will take the wildcat. He looks to run, and he'll pick up about 2 yards.
Yeah, if that was the play they were going to run, they weren't going to make it. But it looks like Miller's actually hurt.
He is down on the field. Vestavia really –
they're hitting hard. I mean,
shooting themselves in the foot there on the offsides.
You know, it's an effort penalty, though, Mims. I can live with an effort penalty.
It is.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Dig in deep here. We've seen the defense do it. We've seen them get stops in this football game. They just got to get one more here. Floyd going to hand it off. James Hammonds, and he breaks left side.
Get him.
And John Ross Ashley able to throw him out of bounds, but not after Hammonds is able to pick up almost 8 yards.
Ashley brought him down by himself, though.
He did.
And if he had not made that play, we could be talking 1st and goal from the 8.
A great play by the senior safety. Floyd now going to run it right side, and he gets brought down in the backfield for a loss. It was number 17, John Martin Richter.
So we got like 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 now. Floyd takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. I believe it's Amari Kelly who's going to fight forward. He gets hit by a host of Rebels. He's going to be close.
He's a strong kid. He got hit by about 3 different players.
And they are going to say he's short. I believe
he got a favorable spot on that, though.
he did. It'll be about 4th and half a yard. And this right here could very well decide the ball game. Peyton going to go. And he gets hit at the line. I think he got it. He plowed forward.
We'll see. We'll see. His helmet came off.
They gave him a good spot, and it will indeed be a first down. Just barely enough for the first down.
Floyd's helmet came off. And it's going to be interesting what they do because he can't come back in the game unless they call a timeout.
Right, he's going to have to come out for one play because of the helmet off. We've seen him go Wildcat before.
It looks like they're going to direct snap to 15 McCants. No, that's Amari Kelly.
It is, and he fumbles the snap, and he's having a run. Vestavia back there. He gets hit by number 30, Davis Stewart. A great play there, and that's a loss of about 5 yards.
We needed that.
That is huge for Vestavia.
They can still get a first down to the 2, but we really need to make our stand between these sticks right now.
It's 2nd and 15 here. Ball's at the 18-yard line. Floyd drops back. He's looking to throw. He looks to the end zone. He's got a man. He caught it. Touchdown. It was number 15, Jordan McCants, and he was open in the end zone. A great throw by Peyton Floyd.
With a minute 36 left in the game.
Now it looks like Hewitt's doing their normal extra point kind of look for the, I don't even know what you call it, but they're eventually going to go for the field goal. So this to tie it at 35 apiece. This is a big extra point. He's been perfect so far tonight, 4 for 4. And snap, hold, kick is good. So now the ball game's tied 35 apiece here in the fourth quarter.
There's 1 minute, 36 seconds left. Vestavia's got all their timeouts, but so does Hewitt Trussville.
So it's going to be on senior quarterback Mitchell Towns. He's had a great game so far, 3 touchdowns. He's moved the ball well, but Vestavia been running the football a lot this second half. Going to have to throw it here with only a minute and however much left. 3 timeouts, though. You got time. You don't have to panic quite yet.
Tell you what, the Vestavia fans that didn't make the trip, they're going to regret that one.
They're missing out on a great ball game. And we're glad to have you all tuned in, those who are listening to this broadcast. Be interesting to see what we do here on the what Hewitt does here on the kickoff. Cole Turner and Keon Richardson have shown they are threats to return it. And this one going to be fielded by Keon. There's a whistle.
Oh, it looks like offsides on Hewitt Trussville.
Still awaiting on the confirmation. And there it is, offsides on the kicking team. So that'll back them up 5 yards. And we'll kick it off again. And there's the kick. It'll
you got to get
go.
On that.
Cole Turner didn't want to return it, but now he has to. He gets across the 15. and makes it maybe to the 20. Thought it was going to roll into the end zone for the touchback. It didn't. He had to pick it up and take it.
He did a great job.
He did.
I don't blame him for thinking that was going to go in. It just died like a chip shot that just.
It had, I mean, I don't know how you do that, maybe some sort of backspin or something on the football, but it just died right where it hit.
It's like a golf ball in a bunker.
Exactly like that. Mitchelltown's now leading the troops onto the field. They've got 81 yards to go. Minute 36 seconds to do it.
4 wide receivers, 1 in the backfield.
Play action pass.
Oh,
and
no.
intercepted.
No.
Miscommunication.
No.
Max Stewart never had it. Hewitt returns it for a touchdown. They take the lead. Mitchelltown's expecting Max Stewart to run a curl there. Max had the play differently, and Mitchell threw it right to the Hewitt defender.
We literally had a 14-point swing in 10 seconds.
Wow.
We had the momentum the entire game, but it's fair to say we no longer own the momentum.
Hewitt Trussville now going to have to attempt the point after. Kick is up, kick is good. Hewitt now leads at 42-35, a minute 22 remaining. And Vestavia still does have all 3 of their timeouts. They still have time, a minute 22 to work with. And if you're Mitchelltown's, you got to shake off that interception. You got to shake it off quickly. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We get ready for the kickoff here. Minute 22 remaining. Hewitt leads it 42-35. Vestavia's got Keon Richardson and Cole Turner deep. Both are a threat to return it. And timeout taken by Hewitt Trussville.
I just feel like I got punched in the gut.
That,
I really do.
That was rough. That's just, I mean, miscommunication there.
That's a very odd timeout.
That is. I don't think I've ever seen a timeout on a kickoff. I don't know if he was planning on maybe kicking to him and now he says I don't want to, or vice versa, or what's going on here. But
well, I'll tell you what, they were all dancing like idiots on the sidelines, and so he probably never said, hey, don't kick it to Cole Turner, and they thought, oh my God, he made me kick it to Cole Turner.
That may be what it is, you know. We've seen him return one already this half. He's always a threat back there. Keon Richardson too, I mean, he returned one to the 50 earlier, so both of them are very athletic. They're very quick returners. And we'll see if Hewitt chooses to kick to him and which one they choose to kick to.
Either way, we win. We're playing our return guys up a little bit.
We are. Cole Turner a little bit more.
I don't know what they smell.
Middle of the field. And a squib kick there. And it rolls. Oh, my goodness. Rolls inside the 5, out of bounds finally. So the flag comes out.
So that's going to be on the 35.
So Hewitt trying to do something there, something different, a squib kick there. It forced Vestavia maybe to get in an uncomfortable return position. Obviously goes out of bounds. Now Vestavia's got it at the 35. They've got 1 minute and 22 seconds to do it, 75 yards to go, and 7 points they have to have. Mitchell Towns got to shake off that interception he just threw. It's a miscommunication there. You got to focus in here. Final drive, you got to lead your guys here. He's got 4 wide receivers, trips to the bottom. He sends the tailback out wide.
That's officially 5 receivers out there.
And now he got
Goes
Cole
back,
Turner. Cole Turner across the middle. Cole Turner across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A great play there by the Rebels. It's a first down. They move to the line quickly.
Let me tell you something. That's a good play. You could run again because there's so many options. There were 5 potential receivers out.
It was a good play. Now 4 wide, 2 on either side. And Towns going to take the snap. He drops back, and again looking. He's pressured. He's hit. He has to throw it away out of bounds.
Good decision.
Good decision there. He was pressured. He was wrapped up, threw it away before he could get tackled, and didn't try to be a superhero and make a play out of it. Just threw it out of bounds. Took the play as a loss. It's okay.
It was a really athletic play by Towns.
Minute 6 remaining. Seeing, did they call intentional grounding?
I haven't seen a flag.
I didn't see one either. I thought he had a receiver in the area. And that they won't call one. It's still 2nd and 10 now from the 47-yard line. Got 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Tucker Smith to the right of Towns. Towns takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and incomplete, fell through his hands. He was looking for number 82, Max Stewart, and he hit him in the hands, just not able to come down with it. 3rd and 10 now.
Towns has shown a lot of composure in this game, and I expect him to hold to that right now too.
Again, 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Takes the snap, and he looks left side. He's got Aiden Black. Aiden Black going to get forward about 5 yards, but he's tackled in bounds. That means the clock's going to keep running. 4th down upcoming, and Vestavia takes a timeout, stop the clock. They want to talk things over before this 4th down.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Coming out of this timeout now, 54 seconds remaining. It's 4th and about 6, 43-yard line.
It's do or die.
Vestavia still down 7. 4 receivers, 2 to either side. Towns is in the shotgun. He's got Tucker Smith to his right. Vestavia still has 2 timeouts remaining, but it doesn't matter if they don't get this 4th down here. Towns takes the snap, drops back. He stands and steps up. He gets hit, and throws it. Was it a fumble? They're going to call. They're going to let him return it, and he's still going. And into the end zone, touchdown. He threw it forward. There's no way you can call that a fumble.
It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter either way.
You know, if you want to pad the stats, fine. But there's no way under any circumstance was that a fumble.
That is a forward pass. I don't understand how you can call that a fumble.
That honestly leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
A disappointing end here for Vestavia.
They're going to let him kick. That's just ridiculous. I mean, that is utterly ridiculous. This is 7A high school football. I mean, you just can't botch a call that badly.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say it. This officiating crew, maybe not the best. I'm not saying it gave it one way or the other for the teams. It's been both sides of the football. I've seen too many coaches involved in the calls. I've seen too many calls like that. You hate to see that in this level of football. And I guess he confirms it there with a touchdown. I mean, not much you can change after that. Snap, hold, kick is up, and the kick is good.
What I hate is that, chances are we're going to lose by 2 touchdowns, but we didn't lose by 2 touchdowns.
Exactly.
And that's a psychological thing to these boys, and I take it personally. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm taking this one personally.
Vestavia Football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Very frustrating end, or what we assume to be an onside kick.
It's covered by
number 28 for Vestavia. That is Chase Rose III.
So Vestavia to have it on the 50.
They're down 2 touchdowns with 40 seconds remaining. I've seen crazier things, but
I saw Vestavia score like 3 touchdowns with about a minute 58 left one year against Pelham, but I still couldn't tell you how we did it. It was insane. Because first of all, we huddled.
That was before the no huddle that we're seeing now. Towns in the shotgun. He's rolling to his right, and he's going to take off running. Picks up a yard maybe, gets hit, and the clock's going to keep running. Well, Vestavia's going to take a timeout here.
I hate it for Towns too, because he's going to. I hope he knows he didn't fumble that ball. That was a bad call.
Right, and you talk about that pick 6 earlier. That's a miscommunication there.
It's going to weigh heavy on him, and it shouldn't.
It shouldn't at all. He's played a great ball game. He's 13 of 24, 239 yards, 3 touchdowns. The one interception, like I said, it's a miscommunication there. You can't hang your hat on that one interception. You have to look at this great ball game he's played. Really, probably the best of his career.
Oh, by far. Smitha has played unbelievable. Max Stewart had just a phenomenal game. We've seen bright spots with the young Mollison coming in making some plays. Jack Davis didn't get a ton of carries, but he looked strong when he did.
And we saw improvement from Jack Davis, learning from his mistakes. 2 hands on the football, protecting against the fumble, something he struggled with earlier on in the season.
By far, our offensive line's best game.
By far. It played a great game. The offensive line did. Towns now dropping back, hoping for some magic. He steps up, fumbles the football. It's recovered by Tucker Smith. He'll fight forward for 3 yards. And Coach Calhoun taking off his headset. I think that'll do it here. Clock winding down, 15 seconds remaining. And signaling to his players, we're just going to let the clock run out and take the defeat here. A disappointing end to a great football game.
It's going to officially be a 14-point loss, but I'm telling you right now, it's a 7-point loss. And it's just so close. I mean,
so close.
A missed field goal. Even with the touchdown before the interception to go ahead, we would have had a 3-point lead. And so that changes everything you do at that point.
100%. And you hate to see it.
Heart-wrenching.
Especially for these seniors, and what I'm pretty sure knocks them officially out of the playoff competition. I'm sure that's a rude awakening, knowing that for sure now you got 3 games remaining. You got 3 games left. For a lot of these kids, you got 3 games of football remaining, and that's going to be a tough pill to swallow for these seniors. It was a well-fought game, a back-and-forth game, a game Vestavia had the momentum for all but right there at the end. And like you said, on the scoreboard it says 14 points, but we all know really it's more like 7.
All that being said, these kids played incredible.
They did.
They walk out of this stadium, their heads should be held high because every single one of them played great. And they've improved each and every week. And I'm going to tell you something, I would not bet against the Vestavia Rebels in these final games.
That is true. Vestavia going to play Spain Park next week. You got to tip your hat off to Hewitt. They did play a great game winning this ball game. Vestavia, like I said, staying in action again next week. They come home. They play Spain Park, and we will see you then. For all of us here at Rebel Nation Sports, I'm Mim Jones saying thank you and good night.
Vestavia football is presented by Black Family Restaurants and brought to you in part by Baumhauer's, Taco Mama, Mountaintop Community Church, Piggly Wiggly, Bryant Bank, Petro Facial Plastic Surgery and Med Spa, D1 Birmingham, Progress Bank, Manda Lucasen, Remax Southern Homes, Yanoski Orthodontist, Dry Eye Center of Alabama, Jimmy John's, South Point Bank, Liberty Park, Shades Mountain Baptist Church, and Roner Pediatric Dentistry.